Hi everyone, I thought I would do a what's on my Samsung Galaxy S5 video. This isn't the same as my 6 Plus one because I haven't got anything to record with other than this screen recording software, so this is the easiest way that you'll also be able to sort of have a crystal clear view of what is on my phone. At the moment I'm using Brit's throwback theme and Tiffany's Weather, Be Weather set, and a UCCW which can be found on Laced Kisses blog. I will link quite a bit in the description of what you see here just so that you can go over and either purchase or download what I have as I go. Anyway, I will do my lock screen first. On my lock screen I have a Be Weather widget, which is just a straightforward telling me weather, time, etc. And I'm also using Widget Locker instead of the stock locker, so I have this custom slider just shoot down like that. And on my home screen I have the calendar. I've said this before many a time, I have the calendar on as my first app on every phone or gadget that I own. I really like the calendar on the Samsung S5 because it's, you know, my favourite sort of calendar where you can just open it and see straight away what you got coming up rather than pressing each individual date. Next is my Photos app, and then my Mail app. I'm using the stock Mail app, I'm not using Gmail or anything downloaded from the Play Store. And then I've got Kik, my camera, I think this one's called ES Viewer, which is a file manager. There is quite a few file managers on the Play Store, but this is the one that I sort of rely on the most. Next I got the Fitbit app, and this one which is a to-do list. I don't really use it, as you can see, that often, but sometimes if I do want to just sort of remember something then I'll put it in there, but I generally use my planner for stuff like this at the moment. My music, which the one thing I really love about having a Galaxy phone is the fact I can stick a SD card in, and none of these, like I've got 377 songs on my phone, but they're all on my memory card, so it's not taking up any space unnecessary. Then I've got the Facebook Messenger app, phone. I'm using Chrome for my browser, I'm not using the default Samsung browser. There was a reason, I can't particularly remember what the reason was. No, it's gone. I can't remember the reason. Oh no, there was a reason actually. The top bar, where you put in your URL on the main browser, for some unknown reason it just wouldn't sort of take when I pressed it. It wouldn't allow it, like it took a few presses in order for me to type anything in, so I just found that it was getting quite annoying, so I'm using the Chrome one, which is fine and whatever. Then I got the Settings app, and then I've got MyFitnessPal, eBay, and Dropbox. Diario, which is a diary app from the Play Store. It's sort of equivalent to Day One on the iPhone. It's not a bad app. It's when I have a diary app or something like that, I like it to be sort of straightforward. The weather app I'm using is BBC Weather, which I think is probably only available in the UK. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that BBC is a UK sort of thing. But yeah, this is really the most sort of up-to-date, like most informative weather app I could find that gives you hour-to-hour sort of weather. And we have got really crappy weather today, and I have to walk in this in about 10 minutes, and I'm not happy. But anyway, enough about the lovely British weather. Next we have the Play Store, and then we have Wizard Memo, which I'm using Debbie's Wizard Memo that she made to match Tiffany's theme. And then Facebook in my dock, I'm using Go SMS and a Doodle Pop theme. And that's the heart icon at the bottom here is my app drawer icon, but I don't use my app drawer. This is just a theme I have set, you know, as the base theme to what I choose on Nova Launcher. But I generally don't use my app drawer anyway, so. And then I've got Instagram, and let me just think what this is called. confused last time. Tweetings is what I use for Twitter. It's sort of tossed between stock Twitter app and Tweetbot if you have had an iPhone and you used that before. It's quite good, it's quite a fast app as well, and it's the only one that I've used before that doesn't give you an exceeding limit thing on Android. I noticed that when I was using Plume, it would constantly exceed the refresh limit, whatever that means, and it wouldn't let me back onto it for about 15 minutes. Don't know what that's all about, but yeah, that's why I use that one. And the reason I don't use the stock Twitter app is because you can't change the font in the stock Twitter app, it just will not change at all. So this is my second screen, and this is just a simple screen with the secondary most used apps that I have that don't make it to the home screen. I have the Dream Days app, which gives me this widget up here. It will show you, if you put the widget on, it will show you the most close sort of date that you have set in the app coming up. So the next one is in 8 days, it's my birthday. And then I have my very useful folder, which is always first again. I'm quite OCD with the whole layout thing, it's just weird. But as you can see, I've been quite lazy and left my icons all different styles at the moment. I need to sort that out, but I've got the calculator, CC cleaner, which will free up quite a bit of space if you sort of make sure you use it regularly. Flashlight, because obviously on the iPhone I used to just drag up in the control center and it would give me the option to turn the flashlight on and off. Unfortunately, I don't think there is a stock simple fast way of putting a flashlight on, and I sort of always like having a flashlight just in case the power goes or something like that. So got the flashlight there. Clock for my alarms, obviously. Contacts. Next folder is customize. I don't know why I've got it, but I've got Astro File Manager. Haven't used it since downloading it because I used the other one, so I'm not entirely sure why it's still on here. But Dream Days, which I just showed you with the widget. It's just the main app where you input your dates and stuff. And also this one, which is Emoji Switcher. It's a root app, so you will not be able to use this. You can I think you can download it, but you will not be able to use it unless you're rooted. It just changes the emoji style basically. iFont, I was using this before I rooted my phone, but now I just use ROM Toolbox and Font Installer because it sort of covers more of the phone than iFont does. And Nova settings is in here because, you know, to change badge colours and stuff or change sort of certain settings, and I'll have to use the Nova settings for that. And Test Launcher, this one next to it, which is this one. No, that's Dream Day. Test Launcher, which is next to it, is the notification system of the badges. ROM Toolbox, which I just explained, is for rooted phones. You can, the only thing I really use the root for is to change the emojis and the font all over. So I use Font Installer here. And UCCW, which is this widget here, which says Thursday, 14th of May at the bottom. It gives you so many choices of widgets. And I will link, like I said before, straight to where you can get a bunch of UCCW widgets. And Widget Locker, which is like I showed you right at the start with my custom slider and that. It's just a variant on a different lock screen. And Month, which is this here, is a calendar widget. But the reason I downloaded that is because I noticed that S Planner is no longer an option. So I don't know if that's because of the phone or the update or what, but I haven't got the option to have the big S Planner calendar anymore. In the next folder I've got Blog Lovin', BuzzFeed, Funny Pics and LOL Pics. These are the games that I currently have. I don't really play a lot of games on my phone. Some I will and some just sit there. Like there's probably about 3 there that I haven't even opened yet, so I'm terrible with that sort of thing. I think, oh yeah, I'll get that. This is why I don't really pay for games. I don't really get games on the Play Store because it's just a waste of money for me. And then I've got My Health, which is Glow, the period tracking app, and MediSafe, which tells you when you need to take your medication if you're on daily medication. 1Password, NatWest, which is my bank, and PayPal. In my right folder I've got excuse me, I've got BBC News, Blogger, Blog Lovin' Again, apparently it's doubled up, I don't even use it, which is the ironic thing, and Rewards, which I will quickly go through. Basically, if you download this app called Rewards, you will be able to, it's a slow process, but over time, maybe daily, you'll get given a survey, or every 2 days, and from that survey they'll pay you. So at the moment my balance is £1.25, so that's probably enough to get, I don't know, a theme or a game or something on the Play Store. So if you ever want to like have things on the Play Store but don't want to pay, then this is the best way to go. Build your money up and then you can use it as Play Store credit. And then photos, I have Avery, SquareDroid, Facetune, Instabeauty, PicFrame, DFG, which is a frame. You pick a frame and then you can put your screenshot inside it. And Instaquote, and I haven't used this one yet, Replica, which is a photo editing app. Social folder, I have WeHeartIt, Twitter. I use, like I explained, I don't know if you saw my iPhone 6 Plus video, but I explained on there that the reason I have the Twitter app on my phone is because it's higher quality uploading of pictures. So if I ever want to change my profile picture or something, I'll use that app. I've got an unfollower app which contains both Instagram and Twitter combined, so you don't have to have two apps now, I can just have the one. Pinterest and TimeHop. And in my shop folder I have Amazon and Tesco's, and Tesco's is my local supermarket. And in my media folder I have YouTube, IMDb and Rec, which is the recording software I'm using right now to record this. And that is it. I have 3 screens. And yeah. And my notification center, I'm using Colour Status Bar, and I'm using Debbie's throwback theme to match Brooke's theme, which gives you a whole completely different notification sort of center, which I quite like. The only thing I don't like about it is I can't have access to a really quick slider for the brightness. If I press brightness, it will literally just dim and then go light again. It won't give you the option of where you want to place the slider. So instead I have to now go into settings to do it, but it's not that much of a big deal to have sort of a custom status bar. So yeah, highly customizable, definitely recommended. It is a really fast phone. I'm not going to bash iPhone, I love iPhone still, I just haven't got one. I might get one when my contract's up late next year, which will be obviously the iPhone 7, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I will have to see how that goes. Yeah, so at the moment I'm an Android girl for a year and a bit. And it is, you know, I'm starting to get back into theming now. I'm starting to learn again how to use the tools to theme Android, and I'm quite excited about it. So yeah, check my below the description and you will see that I've linked to posts and everything that I've mentioned on my screen, sort of widget wise and theme wise and all that. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I will be making loads more videos in the future.